easy, Rod, is when you're fighting against an AP team.
Yeah.
Because the AP damage doesn't actually affect this minion that's empowered by Banner of Command. Like, it's up to the AD people to actually clear it out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would have picked that with this team comp just because there's Lee Sin and Yasuo and Ezreal to come clear that minion out. But I see what they're trying to do.
Oh, they're scouting on Baron. They're going to start Baron. It looks like all the finals coming to try and contest this too. I don't know if they'll get it.
Let's hope this
Thresh
isn't a throw.
Thresh is going to try to hook, but he's the Yas. But
They need
we're
to
waiting
get
for
out.
the J4. Yeah, they're going to get out of there. The Jhin ult is going to try to find someone, but does not connect on anything. Jumps on the
goes for
Gnar.
pick.
Yeah, and he's going to fight this Gnar.
Oh,
he
he
takes
needs
a
to
lot
get
of
out.
damage, and he gets out of there, but Mega Gnar is on the way. Giant Mega Gnar is waiting. Is he going to jump over the wall? No, but they're not going to get the Lulu either. She ults to save herself. Lee Sin jumps back in. Thresh ult to try and save himself, and they will take down Lee Sin and Lulu in there. But I think
They
there
got
goes
Cassidy
Gnar.
too. Gnar went down. It's 2-4 still, though.
Yeah. Oh.
He
and
went in!
Oh,
Why did he
got
go
him.
in?
This Yas is being like he's kind of pulling Lee Sin where he probably knows he shouldn't, but he's doing
His
it anyways.
mind.
It's
His
my body's
body.
telling me no, my body's telling me yes, and he's gonna go in every time. And they're gonna take this top tower now because of that 4-1 trade. And the gold lead is now starting to pile up in favor of Final Light Gaming as a 4K lead has been
They
created.
might get this tower too. If they get this
Yeah.
tower, it's going to become really, really difficult to actually. Oh no, they're not going to get the inhib though.
No.
It's going to be really difficult to defend this. They need to. Final Light is probably going to go to Baron.
Yeah.
And they are going to Baron. They're not recalling. They're going to try and keep the pressure on, or maybe on Moro.
No, I think they might have made a little bit of a second. They were like, nah, well, let's not. It looks like they're gonna do it, but someone must have said no.
Yeah, because I see Narth pretty much made a beeline towards bot. So
Dragon isn't up for another 40 seconds, so I wonder what he's up to. He must be coming after Kassadin here. Maybe. I don't know what he's up to. Maybe now they want that last bottom tower. So then they didn't think they should get Baron at this point.
right.
But yeah, they're pinging out that bottom tower. That's what they want. As Jhin very stylistically is just flipping his gun as he walks away very quickly.
That is actually the best way to describe that because he never looks like he's really running.
No, he's just he's kind of like
Although he looks like he's running right now. But
yeah. I mean, like he always looks like he's like kind of putting on a show at the same time. Like he's just flipping his gun, kind of swagger. He has a little swagger to his walk. And they're gonna begin this last dragon. They're gonna take it uncontested here. That'll be their third dragons, which means the next dragon has to be contested by or should be probably by Marquette. Oh no.
Got a roaming ball of death a little bit.
Yeah, Yas and Lulu are far away from their teams who are up at who are closer to top, and they're going to take this tower. There's nothing that Marquette can do about this. They're going to have to just back off here. Here come Lulu and Yas. They're kind of a poke battle back and forth.
Oh.
Oriana Orb chunks down Cass, and he gets stuck in one place, and then he has to kind of warp away from that.
All right, but he got his team. His team is behind him now, so he can go ahead and heal up, run back into that fight.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have to try and find outliers in the fight. He can't go in completely by himself, but he has to be able to be in a position to pick people off.
Yeah, he needs to get that Jhin. Oh, and he kind of pokes Thresh a little bit. Lulu shield on him. He's going to try and move forward. All these Jhin traps, jeez.
Yeah, that is not helping.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah, that is not helping the situation.
No, those are... I wonder how many of those you can have out at once. You keep seeing them everywhere.
I think he can have as many as he wants. It's just a fairly short timer.
Yeah, okay. Oh no, and Lulu ults to save herself and gives herself a shield. Jarvan jumps in on her, but he, I think, will go down in response. Jhin is going to try to snipe anyone and try and find someone. Gnar is going to go into Mega Gnar, but won't get much out of it. And there goes Lee Sin in for him, and he's going to Mega Gnar ult to push him away. And here comes Yas going back in. His body is telling him yes, and it looks like it was right. Maybe this time, no.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
I'm going to say Ezreal's the last one left on his team. If he can't
he takes
stop
down
all of them by himself, which it looks like he honestly
oh
might.
no! Ezreal turning the tides of that fight. When it was a 3v1 and he takes out one member and leaves two at very low, like almost nothing for health.
He could have instantly picked off that Jhin with one Q. He could have instantly killed that Orianna with a Q.
Well played. Like you saw, he W, then he flash dodge, and then he just kept poking away and doing everything Ezreal's supposed to do, and it's fantastic. And there's that fantastic back by Jhin, who's very theatrical. So he throws roses, throws petals. Wow, yeah. I thought Yas had a good idea there. He went in, and I thought he definitely had the advantage.
No, like,
obviously not.
He's going in for like specific people.
Yeah.
With Yasuo, you have to catch. I want to say ulting is not really efficient unless you actually catch at least 3 people. Just because he can still be targeted while he's in the air.
Yeah.
So if you're not catching other people in that CC, it's really, really dangerous. Oh, and they start to get their own. They got their own pick too.
Oh, and then the Ezreal also comes to poke a little bit. Yeah, this Jhin is 19-2 with an S. Oh no!
Looks like he's about to be 19-3.
Yeah, they were
But
like, "Hey,
at
you're
what
done."
cost?
Oh man,
that might have been it.
Oh, the thresh. Oh, that wind wall was clutch. That just stopped the thresh throw. Wow. I think most of these kids are getting close to their full builds almost. Looks like Lulu. Wow, she is almost full build at this point. She's one item away. They're going to take this middle inhibitor again, and I think they're going to roam to try.
Top two.
Yeah, they're going to try at least.
Yeah, it's 4-2. They can't really do too much in this situation.
Yeah, and now they are. Maybe it's Baron time now. Oh, Thresh Hook just misses. Yeah, this Jhin is doing a lot of damage now because he has a Maw, of Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver, Rapid Fire Cannon, Swifties, and I don't know what that last lifesteal will be, but maybe Bloodthirster or something else, something to help him live through fights a little longer. Either way, he's doing a lot of damage.
In all honesty, if I was him, I'd go Merc Scimitar.
Yeah, that would make sense. So he gets I think that gives lifesteal on top of Magic Resist, correct?
Yes, it does. Gives lifesteal, Magic Resist, and actually a cleanse in case he gets caught with someone's CC.
Yeah.
And considering the CC that's on their team,
might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the gentleman Nar backing. He goes up. He's even this giant one just backing with the small cane. It's great. He's a machine right now.
Yeah, like right now we are essentially at late game.
Yeah.
Where one team fight will decide the entire course of the game.
Yeah, and lately they've been going in favor of final, so it's going to be interesting. How is Marquette going to respond to this? Because they're under pressure because they haven't won a good team fight since early, like a good 10 or 15 minutes ago. They're going to try. Lee Sin's going to jump in. Not you too. Oh.
Like he said, no.
Him and Yas, both of them, just going in whenever they can. In Yas's defense, he's lighting it up a little bit. He's like, okay, I can't do that all the time now, but after he died a couple times in a row there, but oh my.
I think I think Final Light needs to go for Baron.
He's gonna.
And if they go for Baron, Marquette absolutely has to respond.
Oh yeah.
So
I wonder if Marquette wants them to go for Baron so they can have Baron, take some damage. This will be 4th dragon. That's
too early.
Just too early. That would have been clutch, but he only helped them take it down faster. Yeah, I feel like if you
they're going for Baron now. I think they're making that long migration up towards
they know
Baron.
where Kassadin's at. They're kind of trying to poke him away. Yeah, I wonder if at Marquette you let them try and start the Baron, and then Kassadin has to go in and try and steal it, or you begin the team fight.
Oh, no.
Jarvan wants to
No,
fight
you
it,
have to team fight. Like Ezreal needs to make his way up there immediately.
Oh, they still.
There is no stealing here.
Jarvan is fight. They'll start the team fight in the jungle now. Jarvan kind of chasing after, but can't find anyone as much. Cassidy's still kind of positioning around, trying to find someone he can pick off. This is when this assassin team is a little hard, weaker, I guess, is because they can't pick off one person because finally it's so chunked together, and they can't get at. Kind of poking back forth. Jarvan tries to jump in on the team. He'll get a little bit of poke and we'll have to back off. I don't know where he's going. Cassin has the hourglass and he's gonna go.
And the wombo.
Yeah, Jarvan ult with, I think, was Oriana's orb in there?
Yep.
And she ulted. Yep. That might be game here. With one member left. Oh no, Ezreal's caught behind a little bit. I think he's gonna, yep. Jin's gonna chase him down and just...
No, they're just gonna leave him.
Yeah.
Leave him behind. They have something a little more important to go for.
Mm-hmm. Ezreal's going to try to do whatever he can, I think, but I don't think there's much he can do. And as Game 3 will go to Final Light Gaming in this best of 5 series. Oh, wow.
That game. Well,
that was a long game. That was a 40-minute game. We've been seeing 20-minute games, a lot this tournament. This was double that time. Wow.
Yeah, you can start to tell we're looking at some of the best teams going forward.
The best matched up,
best matched up teams going forward. Definitely, yeah. I understand why Marquette was doing what they were doing. I understand what they're going for, but Lee Sin and Yasuo just can't go in as many times as they want to like that without any repercussions.
Yeah, they died. They got ahead, but then they just started dying and feeding and letting Final pull themselves back in because they were down. They were up 7 kills to 1 at one point. They were far ahead, and then they just kind of backed off. And then they started dying and diving and not closing the door, and finally pulled their way back in, and then pulled their way back into the game, and just kind of from there got into late game, which is where I don't think it's just where they couldn't deal with them.
Late game, like I said, it was a team fight situation. Late game comes down to that last team fight. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna do that last team fight, you probably should have a really strong team fighting composition.
Yeah.
They
did not have a good team. They had 3 assassins.
Right. The 3 assassins are fine if they have tanks and other things or other abilities in those guys' skill sets and things like that. But
they had Lulu and Ezreal. Ezreal's damage, but they didn't have the tank or the damage absorption they needed.
Right.
So
Final Light Gaming goes ahead and takes the third game of the best of 5. I'm gonna say it's kind of a little bit of desperation time for Marquette, so we're going to see how they decide to move on with that. Mm-hmm. Final Light Gaming, got to remember, Marquette will claw their way back too. Mm-hmm. They got to stay with it, because if they don't, they could watch victory easily slip from their hands.
Yes, they can. So now Marquette's in the corner. We've seen, they kind of we saw in the last series where they were up 1-0 and they couldn't shut the door on. They couldn't shut the door in their last series. I wonder if now that they're not even in the situation where they're ahead, they have to win now. They're in a win or go home type situation. So it's going to be interesting to see how they respond to that.
Right.
A little bit of adversity.
Yeah, we will honestly see what they're capable of doing. I think with this next match.
I think they're definitely capable of doing a lot, because we saw in the second game that was a scary Marquette team.
Yeah.
And we saw early game that was a scary team, and then they just kind of got comfortable and kind of got content, and that's when they started.
Right.
That's when they fell off a little bit.
So, all right, they are all. It looks like they're all set up for this next match.
I'm not sure if. I think we're. No one said if they're ready yet, so but I'm guessing we'll momentarily be into picks and bans again.
Right.
He didn't even take. They didn't ban the Hack Roman, but he didn't.